Hey, what's up? It is 12:20 in the morning. I should have had this done, but welcome to Watch Big Nate TV. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate all the love I've been getting. I really appreciate all of the people that have been commenting and all that other good stuff. I just want to do some quick housekeeping real quick. You can definitely drop your comments into the comment box. Your comments may show up on the screen. Let's just go ahead and type a welcome in for everyone because we are streaming on Facebook, Watch Big Nate TV, Twitch, and Twitter, and especially YouTube. Please, definitely, for my sake, hit that YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Well, you can like it any way you want. I just want to make sure that we are getting people out there. I'm not really sure how many people we got watching, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to do a replay anyways. No problem. No worries, no problem. Uh-oh. You want to see me look away here and there. I appreciate you guys. Really, I do. All right. So tonight's episode, normally on Thursdays, I would be doing something like something to the effect of we would be doing something like I don't know, game night. But this is a show that we definitely need to have a conversation about. This is definitely something that we really need to have a conversation about relationships. And one of the things that I ask every day is questions of the day. You can find those questions of the day on my Facebook page, Watch Big Nate TV. You can also find it on Instagram at Watch Big Nate TV. TikTok, I think Watch Big Nate TV, because I usually record it on TikTok and Instagram, but I also put it in the poll, and I love the polls. So today we're going to talk about why doesn't your partner know everything about you? And the reason I came up with the topic is because I asked 4 questions today, and we're going to ask those questions, and we're going to go over the questions one by one. The question really had to do with what does your partner know about you? The deep, dark secrets. So one of the things I talk about, is relationships, because I feel as if people think a normal relationship is toxic or is dysfunctional, and it's not. People still have normal, functioning, loving, caring relationships, which is something that we're going to talk about throughout the day. So I don't even know how to really start the show, but we're going to just jump right into it. And then, listen, breathe and vibe with me. Breathe and vibe with me, because it's going to evolve. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and share a screen. I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. So my first question became, does your partner know all your fantasies? And as you can see, 22% of the people said yes. 78% of the people said no. You can definitely drop a comment in here. We'll definitely be posting it up there. So that question is really an interesting question, especially to the women. And the reason I say towards the women is because what I've found as I've gotten older, sometimes women have these fantasies and they have these thoughts, and they repress them and they keep them in because they're not really sure how their partner is going to respond. They're not really sure if their partner is going to respond in a certain way or what they may do. And that's not really healthy. If you can have a healthy relationship with your partner, the main thing is having that communication and that strong communication and not worrying about what he's going to say or what they're going to do. Because as my baby sister would say, if my boo face is my boo face, I can talk to my boo face about anything. And that is very true. That's so true. And I just thought that was so crazy that 78% of the people, their current partner has no idea all of their fantasies. So let's go ahead and go to the next part. Have you fulfilled your fantasies with your current partner? So let's just kind of touch on this, because one of the things that people talk about is that my partner cheated on me. My partner did this. My partner did that. And in reality, did your partner really cheat on you because they didn't know? Did they? Because in the first part, you said, I have no idea. They have no idea what my fantasies are. But if you're able to speak to them about your fantasies, then this part shouldn't even really matter. So if you're unable to speak to your partner and you haven't lived out all of your fantasies with your partner, there's a breakdown in communication. A quick, something you guys can do for the weekend. Just have that conversation. Sitting, Netflixing, and chilling, whatever it is that y'all doing. So what's your fantasies? And guess what they're going to do? Especially men, because men aren't the sharpest knives in the drawer. We tell you everything. Man, I'm up here watching midget porn. Then I got some granny porn in the back. Then if I'm really feeling saucy about myself, I'm gonna get that black granny porn with she should know all of that. I'm going to tell you this. We're going to go to the next slide. I had someone many years ago. She was like, Nate, I want you to come watch porn with me. No problem. Nate, let's go. I see two men having sex. I'm like, what? Nate, sit here and watch this with me. Sit here and watch this with me. And I'm like, what? Girl, you lost your mind. I'm not doing that. And guess what? Because I wanted them cookies, I sat there for a minute and I watched these two white men go at it. I said, well, I'm going to go into the room and you come and holler at me when you're ready. Man, that chick came in the room, jumped on me, did all sorts of weird, wild things. Some of the best sex I ever had. Then she left me alone because she said, you're not open-minded, not what I thought. I'm like, that ain't going to happen. But I wish she would have talked to me about it first before she sprung it on me. But let's keep going. All right. Have you attended or wanted to go to a swing party or a club? Now, let me tell you something funny about that, because it's going to come up a little bit later on down the road. So you had it almost went 50-50. It almost went 50-50 down the road, down on the the poll, and what happened was uh, there are people that want to go to these things, but how can you go? How can you go if you don't talk to your partner? How can you go and do these things if your partner has no idea that I don't really want to participate. I just want to see what's going on. When you ask them what are their fantasies, and they just have this open and honest discussion, unlike Nate, who's watching midget granny porn, that's where you have that conversation. That's where the reconnection. Because, I mean, seriously, ladies, some of y'all, I don't know if you're going to see this or the replay, however, but, when you open up to a man, that's almost like when he opens up the first time to you and tells you a deep, dark secret. Because he's going to be about it. And he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready to roll. Because if he's a real man, he's going to be ready to fulfill your fantasies no matter what. But let's keep going. Because we're already finding secrets about Nate watching granny porn and the whole shebang, but it is what it is. All right, what do we got here? Do you feel as if you're approachable? Which is an interesting question. We're gonna get to that too, because that's going to really play a key into that too. But do you feel as if you are approachable? Do you feel as if you are approachable? So the in theory, the question with that is, it goes back to the first two. If you are able to, if you're approachable, you should be able to talk to your partner, and your partner should be able to talk to you. So somewhere along the line, somebody is fumbling the ball over here. Somebody is fumbling the ball, because if you're approachable, then you should be able to approach your partner and have that conversation. It's not a bad conversation. It's a conversation that could actually save your relationship or re-spark the relationship, because now, it's, oh, let's do this, then we do that, then we turn, then we flip. At one point, I had it down to how many strokes before we twist and turn and shift and the whole other thing. So being approachable really goes back to your first two questions. And once you understand that, then you will have a stronger relationship. So now, here's something that I learned that was very interesting to me. My baby sister came and she hit me in the DM. I'm laying in the bed because I was trying to figure out what I was going to say. She said, Nate, I'd never go to that swinging shit. Hell no. Or orgy? Yeah. Swinging? No. And she broke it down to me. We're going to do a whole another show on why having a good woman in your life is worth having. It's almost like having a printing press. Hit that like, share button, send it to people, because we about to really talk about it. Because with the way it was explained to me, swingers, they swapping, is this, is that. An orgy, it's a bunch of couples. And they are with their partner and everybody's enjoying the moment. Versus the swingers, where the swingers are swapping, doing this, doing that. It's a lot going on. Orgy, we all know each other like that. So I definitely understand the whole concept and the thought process on that. But again, here's where we're having a problem. The problem is, would you go with your current partner to an orgy if the agreement was to watch and be watched with no extra party? 75% no, 25% said yes. So are we really being closed-minded, or are we, what are we doing here? Because there has to be some level of comfortability. And from what I'm reading into this, I don't want to, overstep it, but it's almost like you're saying, I had these fantasies, but I got some limitations too. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, here's what I want you guys to know. You have to be able to talk to your partner about anything and everything. The exercise I want you guys to do with your partner, whether it's your boo phase, your husband, whatever, have that conversation. Let's be honest with each other. What are we doing here? What are your fantasies, Greg? What are your fantasies, Mia? What are your fantasies, Ebony? Because I definitely want to tie you up in the back seat of the car and have the dog run all over my butt while we're doing stuff. Or I can get deep because I be wanting to have sex on fur coats, and I know I got a problem. But at the end of the day, I definitely want people. It doesn't really have to be about sex. It could be about anything. If I can have that honest conversation with someone about sex, we can have an honest conversation about anything. And that's all that I'm seeing. As a partner, can you have those tough conversations? Because if you can't even talk about your sex life, heaven forbid that we have a conversation about something serious. And that's where people go wrong. The lack of communication, or I'm afraid to have that communication with my partner. I can tell you right now, the last person I was with, I adored her, I loved her, everything. But we did not have that communication, and she left. And it's all good. Sex on the fur coat is absolutely amazing. Now, cleaning is a whole different story. I just, yeah, I got issues. But I want you guys to have that conversation. Do it because it's an exercise. So next week, when we do the next one, when I show you guys how to have a safe disagreement with your partner so that it ends fairly quickly. But before we go, I do want to say this. There's some things we got coming up, and is it up? Okay. All right. No worries. Anyway, we're doing I am doing a free business shout out this Saturday. We're definitely doing free business shout outs this Saturday. You can send me a message on Facebook, or you can send it to me on Instagram, Watch Big Nate TV. Also, coming up March the 4th, the Push Conference down in North Carolina. It's going to be, you can also watch it virtually. That's for women that that want to start their own business, or they want to help to jumpstart their business. And I believe Ebony Sanders, you can reach out to her, or you can send me a DM and I will send you the video of it. And that's a really great program. She helped me to get my business jump started. So it is It is a good program, but I definitely want to see some of you people that have businesses, want to start businesses, content creators, get your stuff out there. 2022 is our year. If you are on my friends list or you watching this live, there should be no reason that at the end of this year that our income hasn't gone up. And for you guys that want to do content, YouTube, podcasts, and all that other stuff, send me a DM. I'm getting ready to start another class. I appreciate you guys. Follow me on all social medias. Watch Big Nate TV, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. We getting ready to hit some sleep music. It is time to go to bed.